Kilo Charlie 2, Mexico Romeo Whiskey.
Mexico Romeo Whiskey, Roger, what's the name?
Mexico Romeo Whiskey, Roger, what's the name?
Name is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo, and the QTH is Rineyville, Kentucky.
Roger, Dave, and what radio are you running, sir?
Roger, Dave, and what radio are you running, sir?
I'm on a ICOM 705, and I have an amplifier on it, so I'm putting out 100 watts.
At 705, what's the normal output for a 705?
At 705, what's the normal output for a 705?
It's a QRP radio, so the most it comes out if you plug it in is 10 watts, but I have an amplifier on it, so I'm putting out 100.
All right, Dave, gosh, I'm on my Kentucky SDR receiver. I'd like to try to get you over on my local antenna. We're up around Louisville, Kentucky. Why don't you tell me about the best thing you like about that radio for about 10 seconds, and let me look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Let me look around and see if I can find a better path for us, Roger.
Yeah, QSO.
And just like the Spectrum scope, pretty much a solid, good all-around radio, and it's portable when you do QRP type of stuff.
Roger, I do have you on my local antenna. You're probably about 7 over my local noise level. We're running a 7300 up to a resonant-tuned dipole antenna. And I'm looking at your audio in the spectrum analyzer. It looks really good and pretty intelligible. I'm just wondering, does that have an ALC meter on it?
Yes, it does. Do you want me to turn the mic?
Yes, do you want me to turn the mic gain down a bit?
No, I was thinking about going the other way. You know, there's a thing about QRP that sometimes you have to push the book. You know, I mean, there's a way to tune a radio nicely, perfectly, and all that stuff. And then sometimes you just have to, increase the mic level to get on down the road a little bit further in a QRP situation, or 100 watt situation that it isn't the absolute best that we can be. But I was just curious if you could come up on that mic level, and we'd see if things hold together on it, Roger.
That mic level, and we'd see if things hold together on it, Roger.
Yeah, QSO, how's that sounding? That's at about 75% mic gain. I'm kind of going over the ALC at times.
Yeah, I think your audio level did come up, or at least your dynamic range got fatter, and that's either one, your signal does sound better, I think, at that level, Roger.
Your signal does sound better, I think, at that level, Roger.
Yeah, QSO. Appreciate it. PH is Louisville, Kentucky, right?
Yeah, well, actually in Indiana. We're just across the river from Louisville, on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville, Roger.
On the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville, Roger.
Yeah, QSO, very good. Yeah, so we got some good old ground wave propagation going here.
All right, Dave, you might have hit your VFO. We're at 7188. 7188, Roger.
We're at 7188. 7188, Roger.
Yeah, QSO just fixed it. The cat's up here on the bench with me, and he must have just rubbed up against the VFO.
Roger that. So how much does that radio put out normally? Did you say 10 watts, 5 watts?
How much does that radio put out normally? Did you say 10 watts, 5 watts?
Yeah, usually it's 10 watts it puts out. On battery power, it's just 5. And I have one of those Exegu amplifiers to it, so that puts me at right around 100 watts right now with FWR I have on this vertical right now. I'm putting out about 85, 90 watts.
Roger, Roger. Do you happen to have a horizontal antenna around there?
Roger, Roger. Do you happen to have a horizontal antenna around there?
I do not. I would like to get just a nice basic dipole and toss it up in a tree. That would probably be the best bet for 40 meters.
Yes, sir, Dave. I suggest a resonant tuned dipole antenna. So, get in the middle of 40 meters and bring that resonant dipole antenna to resonance on the middle frequency of 40 meters. And then what I do on tuning a dipole antenna is I assign I'm not using a transformer, so one side of the dipole is hot and the other side is my ground side, and so I tune frequency on the high side and SWR on the ground side, and I keep going back and forth, bringing it on frequency on the high side, and then adjusting for minimum SWR on the ground side, and you can work those down to no SWR on the center frequency. So then you don't have to use a antenna tuner, right? You can go fire to the wire, Roger.
To use a antenna tuner, right? You can go fire to the wire, Roger.
Yeah, so that sounds pretty simple. I have to one of those up. Years ago, I used to have a dipole set up at my parents' house. I set up quite a good sized dipole, and I think I had about 20, 30 feet.
So I'm on, here in Ronnieville, I'm on about an acre and a half, and there's woods in the back, plenty of trees.
Roger, Dave. Now I've been going back and forth between my local antenna and my Kentucky SDR antenna. You're kind of fading between those two. I have a chevron on the right-hand side of the screen that reflects where my audio is coming from, and it shows when I switch. I've got a 6-position rotary selector that I can select between 5 internet SDR receivers, plus my local receiver is the number 6 input. So I can run through all those in just a short and get the best receiver, and that's what I've been doing. And so far, it's been my local antenna running a 7300, and it oscillates between that and my local Kentucky SDR receiver. Roger.
Yeah, QSO sounds like a pretty cool setup.
All right, well, gosh, I kind of run out both of them right now, Dave. So if you want to hear that radio, if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, that'll take you to this recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, Roger.
To this recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Yeah, QSO KC9 logbook, that's what you said it is, right?
Didn't copy all the way, but the call sign is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook on a YouTube search. Roger.
Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook on a YouTube search. Roger.
QSO got you down. Sounds good. All right, we're going to let you guys get back to the net here. And thanks for coming back to me. And 73, if you guys have yourself a good weekend. Kilo Charlie 2, Mexico Radio Whiskey.
Roger, Roger. 73, sir. Have a great afternoon and a beautiful weekend. Join us next Friday if you get a chance. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.